Okay, so we're ready to go. Today's the 23rd of October, and just moved everything back into place at the house. We're all hooked up, ready to go. So it's about what time is it? 8:30. So not too bad. Hope to get to around the Florida-Georgia border today. This is our setup. Got the Titan loaded down. Most of what we need is in the camper though. So just to give you a little rundown of what we've got here is the Micro Mini 26. This is a little slide out here for the dining area. Got plenty of storage. I added these two storage boxes on the back, moved the license plate, moved the light. So keep like the electric cords, the wheel chocks, and things of that nature in there. So I got to fix that wire, come up from underneath, and then seal off the hole. We have an awning over here, TV bracket for relaxing, and that's it. That's it in a nutshell. So we're gonna take off. Haven't had breakfast yet, so we'll see how far we make it before we have to stop and get some food. Micanopy was our first stop. This small historic town just south of Gainesville is often called the town that time forgot. Founded in the early 1800s and named after a Seminole chief, it's known for its oak-lined streets, antique shops, and preserved old Florida charm. It's a quiet, scenic stop that feels like stepping back into Florida's past. Later that evening, our first night on the road, we stayed overnight in a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Valdosta, Georgia. It's about 9 o'clock. It's a nice and cool 45 degrees here. Doesn't feel like it though. Feels a little warmer. I guess it's because of the sun. Anyway, here we go. Here's Maria. Final preparations. Ready to go. Okay, baby. So we just got here to the big house. And if you don't know what the big house is, it's this house right here. It's where the Allman Brothers Band got their, well, didn't really get their start, but it's where they lived when they came to Georgia. And they still have the stage here. Apparently they still do concerts and things. But we're gonna go into the museum. I've been told that it's well worth a visit. Allman Brothers Band Museum at the Big House in Macon is a historic home turned museum that preserves the legacy of the Allman Brothers Band. Built in the early 1900s, the house became the band's communal home from 1970 to 1973, where members lived, wrote music, and helped shape the Southern rock sound. Today it's been carefully restored into an interactive museum featuring one of the world's largest collection of the band's memorabilia: guitars, handwritten lyrics, photos, clothing, and even the original rooms where songs were created. Visitors can walk through the house and experience what life was like during the band's most creative years, making it both a music history site and a kind of pilgrimage spot for fans of Southern rock. So today is Saturday. It's around 11:30. We're about to have lunch, but you can see the campground a little better now. It's daytime. So here we have some back-end sites in this area. These right here, right along the river. There's the water slide up there, a little clubhouse, swimming pool. There's the cabins. I'll walk down here by the river, see what it looks like. So we just came into the Booth Art Museum. The Booth Western Art Museum in Cartersville is one of the most impressive and unique art museums in the southeastern United States, offering a deep dive into the history, culture, and mythology of the American West. Opened in 2003 and affiliated with the Smithsonian Institution, the museum spans about 120,000 square feet and is considered the largest permanent exhibition space for Western art in the country. Its mission is to let visitors see America's story through art, exploring the land, people, struggles, and legends that shape the West. The museum's collection is extensive and diverse, featuring paintings, sculptures, photography, artifacts, and historical documents. Visitors can see works by iconic Western artists like Frederick Remington and Charles Russell, alongside contemporary artists who reinterpret Western themes for modern audiences. The galleries cover everything from dramatic frontier landscapes and cowboy life to Native American culture and Civil War era art, giving a well-rounded perspective on both the real and imagined West. One of the museum's most distinctive features is its Presidential Gallery, which includes a portrait and signed letter from every U.S. president, from George Washington to modern leaders, offering a unique connection between Western expansion and American leadership. In addition, the museum hosts temporary exhibitions throughout the year, ensuring there's always something new to experience. Beyond traditional exhibits, the booth emphasizes education and engagement. Interactive spaces like the Sagebrush Ranch Children's Gallery allow younger visitors to experience life in the Old West, while lectures, events, and festivals, such as Western-themed celebrations, bring the culture to life. Overall, the Booth Western Art Museum is more than just an art gallery. It's a comprehensive cultural experience that blends history, storytelling, and visual art, making it a standout destination for anyone interested in the American West. So we've seen the museums. Now we're going to take a little stroll through the garden here for a moment and head back to our campsite. Okay, well, we got back to the campsite after our visit to the museum and walking around in Cartersville, not Cartersburg. So we're gonna do, we've got a steak, a good sized steak we can cut in half and split and do it on the grill. So getting it set up, and about 20 after 5, nice and cool out, about 65 degrees, a little breezy, but nice and clear. Was a picture perfect day. I think it made it to 70. Nice little breeze, sunny most of the day. So this evening we're gonna have dinner, relax a little bit, and then start kind of getting things in order so that in the morning we can pack up and go as quickly as possible. And tomorrow we've got plans to see a few things on our way heading north up into Cherokee, in the Smoky Mountains. So that's it. So today's Sunday. We left a little after 8, and we're about an hour north of where we left from, and a couple of farmers markets here that are somewhat popular. We're going to check out. So I'm going to stop in here and see what kind of fun things we can get or find. So over at this one, Penlands, they have boiled peanuts. Might get some hot boiled peanuts. It's a little early for hot boiled peanuts and beer, but at least we can have some peanuts. Mm-hmm. Just came out of the other market, Penlands, and we couldn't resist. We got a few more things. We got some pork rinds, some boiled peanuts. I got muscadine cider, and oh yeah, some apple bread. So we'll get away and head north a little bit further up to the Mercier. So we just arrived at Mercier Orchards. We're here in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and here is where they grow their own apples. Not the other place. I was thinking it was the other place too, but no, just this one. So parking was a little bit tricky here. I went all the way down at the end. That way I can get out in case we get pinched in. So we're gonna go to the market. Looks like a very popular place here. Lots of cars, lots of people, so should be fun and interesting. Well, as you can see, we stopped again. Here we're at Patton's Run Overlook, Nantahala National Forest. So we just entered. Well, we're still about 45 minutes or so from Cherokee, but we wanted to stop here, have a look. There's a river down below. Imagine the water is pretty cold. So today's Monday. We're here at the KOA in Cherokee. As you can see, it's kind of an overcast, rainy, foggy day. Typical weather. That's why they call the Smoky Mountains, because of all the fog certain times of year, and the discoloration when you see them from the distance because of the humidity in the air and the moisture and so forth. But yeah, we had a considerable amount of rain overnight. It's supposed to rain most of the day, so we're going to try to do indoor stuff today. Here the site next to us is pretty inundated, but anyway, we're going to go to the Museum of the Cherokee People and do some other things like that indoors, and we'll see where we go from there. So, but you can see the changing of the colors of the leaves, how beautiful it is. something that we miss in South Florida, but something we can certainly appreciate here. But let's see, the temperature is about 45-50 degrees. It's not supposed to get much warmer than that today, but really it's perfect weather for enjoying the fall colors. See you at the museum. So here we arrived at the Museum of the Cherokee, and see all the fall colors again. A little rainy, and there's the famous sculpture out front.
The Museum of the Cherokee People is one of the oldest tribal museums in the United States, founded in 1948 to preserve and share the history and culture of the Cherokee. Located on the Qualla boundary, it tells the story of the Cherokee people from ancient times to the present through immersive exhibits, artifacts, and storytelling. Visitors learn about key moments like traditional Cherokee life, the development of language and culture, and difficult chapters such as forced removal during the Trail of Tears, along with the resilience and continuity of Cherokee communities today. Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited national park in the United States, straddling the border between Tennessee and North Carolina. Known for its rolling, mist-covered mountains, it gets its name from the water vapor rising from dense forests. The park is one of the most biologically diverse areas in North America, home to over 19,000 documented species, including black bears, elk, and hundreds of bird varieties. Its lush forests, waterfalls, and scenic drives, like Newfound Gap Road, make it a favorite for hikers, photographers, and nature lovers. Historically, the area preserves remnants of Appalachian mountain culture with old cabins, churches, and mills that reflect early settler life. It also protects land that was once home to Native American tribes, especially the Cherokee. With a wide range of trails and year-round beauty, from wildflowers in spring to vibrant fall foliage, the Smokies offer a rich mix of natural beauty, wildlife, and cultural history in one accessible destination.
Here we have arrived to John Oliver's cabin, our first stop on the loop. Let's see what this one says. Bob. Some little information on the John Oliver place. Now we'll go take a look at the cabin. Nice big fireplace.
Cades Cove is a scenic, historic valley in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, famous for its wildlife and preserved pioneer life. Surrounded by mountains, it features an 11-mile loop road where visitors can spot deer, black bears, and wild turkeys. The area also includes well-preserved 19th century cabins, churches, and a working grist mill, offering a glimpse into early Appalachian settlement.
Okay, where this is the Cades Cove Cable Mill area, visitor center and village. So we're going to take a look around. You want to go in here first?
Well, we'll be leaving, no?
Yeah, okay, why not? Okay. So we'll go down here in the village. It's clouding over again. We've got a little mist. It's a little cooler now. It's not turning. This is the Tipton Oliver place, still in Cades Cove. So we're here at Mingo Falls. A short hike to a big reward. Definitely. Here we've arrived to the platform to view the falls. Really nice what they've done here with the steps and rails and platform. Oh wow, look at that. So this trail has 3 falls. Go on this loop. We have the Junie Wank Falls, the Indian Creek Falls, and the other one, oh yeah, Tom Branch. So you see those. So we got some light rain, not overly concerned with it. We've got ponchos and hats on to keep us dry for the most part. Okay, we're getting to Junie Wank Falls. Looks pretty awesome. Got a little bridge going over where the falls come through. Very cool. Very nice. Okay, we're coming to the Tom Branch Falls. Wow, Very cool. If it was a little drier, we could sit down and relax for a little bit, but benches are soaked, so we'll enjoy it on our feet. Wow, look at that. And here we're at Indian Creek Falls, and I was just told that up there in the tree, we'll have to zoom in on the screen, there's a black bear sitting right in that crotch that comes out toward me. There's a bear up there.
What?
There's a bear in the tree. They pointed it out. It's up there. You see it in the Y? It looks like a Y on the left. You see that dark tree?
Yeah.
You see the Y to the left? It's up in that corner.
Look how very hot and it'll move.
So this is the end of Lakeside Drive. And I'm going to have to do a little research about this. We saw a total of 10 cars in this entire section of the park, and it's pretty cool. There's obviously it's barricaded here, but there's a tunnel ahead. I'm not sure where the road used to go. Maybe the little sign will tell, so we'll have to check it out.
The Road to Nowhere is a short, unfinished road in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park with a surprisingly deep history. It was originally built in the 1940s to replace roads flooded by the creation of Fontana Lake, which displaced local communities. Construction stopped in the 1970s due to environmental concerns and funding issues, leaving the road ending abruptly at a tunnel that opens into wilderness, hence the nickname Road to Nowhere. Today, it's a popular spot for visitors who walk or bike through the tunnel and explore nearby trails, while also reflecting on the history of families who lost their homes when the lake was created.
Okay, so we're at the Alum Cave Trail. We had to park down one of the pull-offs here a little bit further down from parking. Parking was already full this morning. So we got a short walk to the trailhead, and then the trail itself to Alum Cave is 2.3 miles. So it'll be about a 5 mile round trip.
The Great Smoky Mountains National Park offers over 800 miles of hiking trails, ranging from easy walks to challenging backcountry routes. These trails wind through dense forests, past waterfalls, and up to panoramic mountain views, making the park one of the top hiking destinations in the country. One of the most popular and rewarding hikes is the Alum Cave Trail. This trail is about 4.5 miles round trip to Alum Cave Bluffs, or roughly 11 miles round trip if you continue to the summit of Mount LeConte. It's considered moderately difficult to strenuous, depending on how far you go. The hike begins with a gentle ascent along a creek, crossing log bridges and passing through a lush forest. Early highlights include Arch Rock, a natural stone tunnel you walk through, and Inspiration Point, which offers one of the first sweeping views of the mountains. As you climb higher, the trail becomes steeper and more dramatic, eventually reaching Alum Cave Bluffs, a large concave rock overhang that feels like a sheltered cliffside alcove rather than a true cave. This spot is a favorite turnaround point for many hikers.
We're almost there, baby. It's right here, right around this corner. It's awesome. Okay. After nearly 2.5 miles and a vertical climb of 1,500 feet, we've made it. It's pretty impressive. So we're gonna go up under the shelter of the cave, take some time to rest, get a snack.
Beyond the bluffs, the trail grows more challenging with narrower paths and higher elevation leading toward Mount LeConte, one of the park's most iconic peaks. Along the way, you'll experience changing vegetation zones and cooler temperatures. Overall, the Alum Cave Trail stands out for its variety, combining scenic beauty, unique geological features, and a sense of adventure, making it one of the most memorable hikes in the Smoky Mountains.
All right, so we made it to Alum Cave Bluffs. That's 2.3 from here. And what they don't tell you is it's about a 1,500 foot ascent, followed by a 1,500 foot descent coming back. And here's the trail. Yeah, there it is. There's the information. 2.3 miles, 1.5 hours. Okay, so the Alum Cave Bluff is 4,970 feet above sea level, 1,500 metros. Arch Rock is a little bit less, 4,300 feet, 1,300 metros. So, and if we really get adventurous someday, we can go to Mount LeConte. Alright, well, we just took a quick stop here at one of the overlooks, the Oconaluftee overlook, and yes, it is snowing. Of course, visibility was already bad, but really can't see much of anything beyond this mountain here in the foreground. Not sure, I don't think there's supposed to be any accumulation of snow, but might be just a little dusting on things overnight. Okay, we decided to stop one more time. We couldn't resist. See the colors here in this section of the forest. And there's a couple of overlooks up here. With the light, it looks beautiful.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Estamos aquí. Hemos pasado del borde de Tennessee y mire qué sorpresa. Eso parece un mar de neblina. Es una experiencia única. Solo es un regalo de Jehová.